Hi everyone, Misty Weaver with the Dreamweaver team at Sampson Properties, and you may have heard a little thing in Virginia that weed was legalized on July 1 of this year, and I haven't seen anyone put out a lot of information about what that means for real estate yet, and a lot of that is because the state really hasn't set up rules for a lot of stuff, and we're kind of playing catch up to all of the other states that have legalized it for a long time. So I've spent a lot of time researching them to kind of figure out what's going to happen and how to advise my clients and our general public. So I'm going to do just a small series on weed and real estate in Virginia. So what actually happened July 1 was that it is now legal to use marijuana. It is still not legal to buy marijuana, but you can use it, and you can grow up to 4 plants in your home or on your property as long as it is not seen from the public right-of-ways. So if you're people can see into your backyard, you cannot grow it there, but you can grow it inside. So what does that mean on the real estate end? So we don't have dispensaries yet. We do have 4 medical marijuana locations, none of which are near us. The closest is Manassas, and then Richmond, I believe, is the second one closest to us. So there were only 5 licenses for medical dispensaries in Virginia. The 5th one was never done, and the deadline has passed. So we only have 4. At the moment, that is all we will have. Retail, I don't believe, is slated until 2024. And again, they haven't set up rules or how licensing is going to work or anything like that. So we don't necessarily need to worry about dispensary going in right next to your house currently, or a large grow house or anything like that. But there are some things that we still need to start thinking about, especially the fact that people can grow plants in their own home. So what does that mean? What does it entail? If you've never grown marijuana, you may not have any idea of the damage that can do to homes and what to look for and all of that. So I'm going to do a little series here. So the first one is really just, that overview. If you are buying, you may want to be aware that people may have grown in that house now. They do not have to disclose that in Virginia, unless it was a meth house. They have to disclose that, but not if they are growing anything else. So you may want to, if you suspect someone was growing there, growing comes with a lot of humidity, which can cause, of course, mold in homes. So if you have a suspicion that anything like that was happening, you may want to do a mold inspection. Of course, you always want to do a home inspection. So there's not really a whole lot we can do except inspect, be aware that could have been happening. Is there extra electrical outlets that might give you a clue, anything like that. If they were growing outside, if it's a larger property, they have their 4 plants outside. We don't have any kind of guidance at the moment other than our normal what is real property and what is personal property. Would those stay with the home? If they're planted in the ground, they should, per our current rules of real property. Will that happen? Who knows? We need to make sure we're writing those things into contracts, or if you want them removed, writing that in the contract that they will be gone, those types of things. So buying and selling right now, if you are selling and you have been growing, I would say make sure that everything is out, cleaned up, treat any issues that you've had, anything like that. If you are buying on the other side, making sure we're doing inspections and just being aware that it may have been grown at some point in that house. What does that mean for you medically? If you have any allergies or anything like that, we need to think about those things. So in the next videos, I'm probably going to be covering things like rental. I think this is going to be huge because your renters can not only use marijuana in your house legally, they can also grow. So what do we need to add to leases, things that we need to think about there. And then going forward, we're not quite there yet because we don't have the large retail shops and grow shops and stuff like that, but there are some financing and title issues if you are working in the industry. You know, if you are working at a dispensary, or if you own a dispensary, can you use that income to qualify for buying a home? There are a lot of things that we're seeing in other states that I just want to discuss. So I just want to do this kind of intro video to get you guys thinking about it. Reach out if you have any questions before I get the next video up, but it's definitely going to be a growing industry. I think we all know that, whether you agree with it or not, but we need to be aware of it and what the implications are in real estate. So stay tuned for my next video on weed and real estate in Virginia. I'll see you then. Bye-bye.